Hello! It is I, the Witch of Boise, and I'm here to do episode 2 of Tarot Tidings. Woo! Before I get started with Tarot Tidings, I have a cool announcement. And I do free readings once a month, and I still haven't done February's, so you need to make sure that you are following my Instagram. It's Witch of Boise, and on my Instagram, there will be a post. Now, when will this post happen? Not quite sure. Actually, I do know, but I want you guys to keep posting and keep watching. And I'm telling you, it is going to be this week. It is going to be on Friday. It's going to be on Friday. Keep it on the DL or don't, but there's only going to be limited spots. I have yet to figure out how many spots I'm going to be doing. This is going to be not a video free reading, so there will not be a video of me doing your reading. However, it's going to be a DM text reading. So what I will be doing is sending you a picture of what I found out in my spread and the cards, and then I will be writing what my interpretation is. It's going to be a little bit less time consuming, so that way I can have more openings. But in March, if you are more interested in having a video reading where it's me talking and doing my thing, then I'll be doing that in March, but that's going to be like half the slots, so you need to be on it. So make sure that you do follow Witch of Boise on Instagram. Also subscribe here, like all of my videos, because that's going to be one of the things that I ask on Instagram, is that you are following and liking and subscribing and all of that. So make sure that you're following everything. Also, I am on Twitter. Yeah. So follow me on Twitter. I'm thinking about doing like different things where I'm interacting with you guys, asking like what kind of stuff do you want for pick-a cards and things like that. So definitely follow me on Twitter as well, and I'm going to be giving more clues on when my free readings are going to start. So make sure that you follow that as well. All right, so let's get back to Tarot Tidings, see what the tarot wants to talk about. So again, this is a general reading. If it doesn't apply to you, say, but if it does, yes, awesome. Make sure that you like this video and subscribe. Also, I do a default reading, like reading to a female about a male, if it is anything that has to do with love. So keep that in mind. So pronouns can be interchangeables. She's can be he's can be she's, she, he, whatever is going on in your life. So let's get started. Tarot. What do you want to talk about? Spirit guide, please. Ooh. Help me. Help me. Ooh. All right, so we got 4 cards. First one is Justice. Then you have 3 of Wands. Then you have 4 of Wands. And then you have 2 of Swords. Okay. So, talk about justice. Interesting. So I'm immediately picking up on, with Justice and the 3 of Wands, is that it feels like you've been waiting for justice to be served. You've been waiting for something to happen, something to balance it out. You're waiting for the scale. Justice is like Libra. There's scales to it. And with justice, it has the scales. So it feels like something has been out of balance, and it feels like it's finally getting to that balance. And that is that 3 of Wands, of that waiting energy. And it feels like it's destiny. It feels like what this justice is going to do is really open up something pretty spectacular. We have Four of Wands. Four of Wands can be viewed as a marriage card. This can be something that this justice is happening where maybe the alignment's starting to say, yes, you're going to get married. It can say that, but I feel like it has nothing to do with any sort of love. These cards do not signify love. This signifies some sort of karmic event that, again, that balance is coming to a close. And you have the Four of Wands, and the fours are stability. So it definitely is showing that, yes, you are getting to that stable. You're not this way, that way. You're not going like that. It is completely stable. And then we have the Two of Swords. And Two of Swords can mean two different things. For me personally, this can actually signify this month. This is my month card, is the Two of Swords. So this could be something that it's becoming really, really stable. And I feel like it's more that it is this month where things starting to settle down. You're starting to get that stability. You're starting to get that. It feels really good. And like right now with Valentine's Day coming up and all the love in the air and everything. And I think usually with that feeling and that love energy emitting, it really does help stabilize things. And especially if you're single too. I know this, I'm single, but you're starting to feel like you're in a really good spot. But this can also mean, this Two of Swords, this also means that you had a decision or an indecision, I guess, that your head was somewhere and your heart was somewhere, and you have finally chosen one of them, and actually you chose correctly. So I feel like it is definitely this month that it feels like it, but I also feel like you did choose. You picked something that you were definitely in the road for because you knew it was a crossroads to eat something great. Either way that you decided to do it or not do it. So, like a job opportunity. Like you knew that if you started this new job, you knew that your life was going to be different in that way. Or if you chose to stay at your job, you knew that your life was probably going to stay there for a while and stay in that stagnant. And I feel like that could be it too because of that stability. But also with going to that new job, you might find more money. You might find yourself in a different way. But I feel like this is a really stable decision. It does feel like it's really conservative. It's not something that you like thought out on a whim. This has been something that's been really on your mind a lot. But I feel more than the indecision, I feel like this is just February. So take what you want out of it. But I do feel like things are looking good. And being an earth sign like I am, I'm all about stability. I'm the slow and steady, wins the race kind of person. And it feels like everything is becoming really good and really stable, really nice. And as I said that, we have the Knight of Pentacles. So that's an earth sign, baby. Oh, yeah. So that's also a slow-moving knight. That's a slow-moving energy, but it's the right energy for what is right now. Yeah, I feel like this is definitely a money-related thing. Eight of Pentacles just fell out. So I do feel like this is a career. This is something that has to do with your money. And it feels like you are in steady ground. It feels like you've had issues. And it might totally be the holidays, because the holidays, everyone just usually spends a lot more than they should, and it feels like we're kind of getting out of that haze of it, and it's becoming that stability with that Eight of Pentacles, again, that is working. That is, you're working really hard on your finances, on yourself, on everything. You are trying to get it done, and it totally feels like it's paying off, especially with these 4 cards. It does feel like it's leveling out. It feels really slow moving because of the Pentacle vibe, and that's earth signs, and they're just slow. Don't rush them though, because if you rush them, that's when all chaos breaks loose, and you get, because I'm a Taurus, you get the horns when that happens. You don't rush a Taurus, man. You just let them graze and go and do their own thing, and when they get around to do it, they'll get around to do it. They're really reliable. They'll do it, and they'll do it on time, but don't push them, because they will go against it. All right, so this is a really crappy card. That is a 10 of Swords. We have 9 of Wands. Okay, and then we have 6 of Wands. Okay. So we have wand energy too. So this is a passion as well. There's some passion in here. And I think with the 10 of Swords is such a crappy card. And I say that, it is without a doubt my least favorite card. 10 of Swords has signified to me for physical death. I don't feel like this is a death that's going on. There isn't any sort of cups and emotions or anything. This is pretty straightforward. I feel like with the 10 of Swords, that this energy, because like with the Justice, because the Justice has a sword. The Justice has a sword, has that balance. And it feels like whatever you're doing, you've killed that imbalance. You're cutting the fat off. Like it feels like you've been this teetering, and it might be even like making people feel like trying to please everyone, I guess. And that can be at work. That can be like you're working with clients, as well as you're the middleman. And it feels like you're finally being like, I'm done being the middleman. I'm picking a side, and I'm done living how I've been living, and I want stability. And it feels like this is that death of that ick. And it feels like it is the ending of whatever hasn't been that stable. So this is actually a really good sign. I would have preferred the Death card, but with the 10 of Swords, that's kind of the energy that I'm feeling, is like this negative that's been like hovering over, that you're finally getting that balance, is coming to an end. So that's really good. That's a really good, that's probably like the most positive 10 of Swords I've ever gotten. So, then we have some 9 of Wands, and so we got some 9 of Wands. But the 9 of Wands, it is a defensive mode. It is like you are under attack in a way. And it feels like people are going to start feeling your vibe of just like, you are stable, you're in a good spot, you're working really hard, and you're cutting that fat. You're getting rid of that with that 10 of Swords. And the thing is when you're doing good, a lot of times you get more haters. Like you get people that will criticize you, that will really dislike that you're doing well, which I never really understood. I don't get that. I'm in a really competitive on YouTube with other card readers, because there's so many good card readers. But if you are truly passionate about what you're doing, like I love watching other people read cards. I have a handful of favorite card readers, and I'll have to do a video and promote them, because I just love how they read cards. They read them totally different. I don't want to adapt and change what I'm doing because I want to be authentic and I want to be real and I want to do my own thing. But I just love watching other people because I'm passionate about it. And there's some people that are going to want to tear you down, that are going to want to just see your success and be jealous of it. And then they're going to throw negativity in your way. And it feels like that's what is going to be happening with this Nine of Wands, is you're going to be in this really great spot where you're just like in it. Like you are on the way of success and people are going to try to pull you down. And you just need to make sure that you are victorious with that Six of Wands. That you are like, what? Like, what are you going to say about that? Like there's nothing, when you are delivering something that is a quality product, or you're delivering quality work, or you're working your hardest on something and you're doing the best that you can and you know that you can. Don't try to half-ass it and be like, I worked so hard. No, when you put quality work in, people will notice. And I think once you put that quality work in with that Six of Wands, you're gonna start to see the haters come out with that Nine of Wands. And the best way of doing it is doing that Six of Wands energy, which is just like, I'm victorious, and you know what, you can sling mud all you want, but look who's winning, you know. You just have to have that mindset, because whenever you're in greatness, people are going to try to pull you down no matter what. Because A, they have nothing better to do, and B, they want your success. It's complete jealousy. So I think I'm done with that reading. That's a really awesome reading. Like, it feels like there's some really cool stuff that's coming your way. I do believe that this is monetary. So this is something that is dealing with work or money. And it definitely feels like you have made a choice and it is good, and you are in this really positive light and this really great energy. So keep that Six of Wands, keep that energy coming up. And you know, that Nine of Wands, I don't like the defensive and all of this stuff. And the thing is, if my camera will zoom in on it, maybe, I don't know. Oh, it's having a hard time. Look at her. Oh, you can't really see her. I'm sorry. I'm doing this on my phone, guys. Like, people are like, your camera sucks. No. It's because it's on my phone, so. But she, like, I can describe it to you. She is holding the staff, and she has almost like a smirk, like one eyebrow's cocked, and she's just kind of like, you know, she's ready to go. And I think that's the thing to go with this energy, is to have that, like, bring it. Like, all you're trying to do is pull me down, but I'm right here and you are down here. Like, when people start slinging mud, and that's the thing too, is that if you ever start getting jealous of someone and you start to tear people down because of that jealousy, that says a lot more about you than that other person. And honestly, as someone, an outsider looking in, it's a really not a cute look. So it's best to just be like, congratulations, that's awesome. And you know, like, have that great energy, because you're like, karma is always on. So when you have those negative feelings and whatnot, try to snap yourself out of it. It doesn't mean that you can look at someone and be like, you know what, I'm really jealous of that, blah, blah, blah. You're allowed to feel how you feel. You're allowed to feel that. But on the flip of the coin, you need to recognize, like, okay, this is a negative feeling. Why am I feeling this way? And how can I correct this on my end? And what is making me feel like that? So just my 2 cents. Okay, so I am going to flip cards, and we are going to see what tarot wants to talk about. Spirit guide, please help me figure out what we want to talk about. It already knew. Okay, so it feels like this is more money problems. you might want to talk about this. So the first one was the High Priestess. Second one is the Five of Pentacles. So it does feel like right now is a real barren place. And this not necessarily has to be about money because it is Pentacles. I think when I say that this is a barren place, you will know what this means with that High Priestess. I think that you are on the same kind of vibration as I am right now, if this is really speaking to you. So let's see. Can we get some clarifying cards, please? So yeah, it might still be want to talk about money, but let's see what the other cards say. So that was too many. I pulled out 4. Okay. There's 1, I think, yeah. So we had Daughter of Pentacles. So it might be about money. It's a message about material items, worldly things. Okay, so there's 2 that flipped. All right, then we have the Emperor. And we have the 8 of Cups. Okay. Okay. So I feel like that there is a burden here. There is a message of material items. There's something with this 5 of Pentacles that is, it's connecting in this weird way where I feel like you want more, and you want more than what you have. And I feel like with this messenger, I mean, there could be some coming. I don't get it. I don't feel that with the money coming in. I don't feel it at all. I'm not resonating with it. I think the biggest thing that this is telling me, and it totally, like, this is just repeating in my head over and over again, is what is enough? What's enough? What is enough? What's enough? What's enough? What's enough? What is enough? What is enough for you? And it feels like with this barren tree, that's like what is resonating with me, where it's like, what is enough? And I feel like you do have enough. And I feel like you're doing really well, actually, in the money situation. And I personally think that you feel that your issues are money. You feel like once you get some money, then you can get out of this. Like, whatever is in your turmoil and your personal life and whatnot, and you're like, if I just were to have that extra $200, my life would be so much better. And that, no. So if you are looking for money for your answer, you really need to think, and it is just repeating over and over again, what is enough? What's enough? What's enough to you? What's enough? Then we have the Emperor, and the Emperor he is like the ultimate leader. He is the guardian of everything. And it feels like you're kind of sprying away from your responsibilities because you're obsessed. You're money obsessed. And you're just like, I need this $1,000. I need this $2,000. I need this money. I need this money. I need this money. And my life would be so much better. And what is enough? What's enough? Like, I feel like really connected with this High Priestess right now, where it's like, you need to ask yourself, and like, even do a journal prompt. What is enough to you? Do you want to know my enough? My enough is that I have shelter, I have food, I have water, I have food and water for my pets, and that I have my health, and that my family is okay, and that's my enough. Not $10,000, not a crap ton of money. Like, that's my enough. I just want to be enough. And I think with this Emperor, it's a really kind of that feeling of, okay, think of your responsibilities. Be this strong tree and think about your responsibilities. Who are you looking after? And what is your enough? What's your enough? And I feel like you need to move on. And that's that Eight of Cups. You need to move on from, and it just, like, it's obsessive almost. It feels very obsessive. It's over and over and over. What's enough? What's enough? What's enough? What's enough? And I feel like because your thoughts of money are so obsessive, that are so consuming, of like, what I need to do this, I need to do that, and blah, 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 you know, and it's just like, you need to move on from that, and you need to really get your priorities straight. And I think the Emperor is like the emphasis on get your priorities straight. Let me pull this down because you can kind of see. So here's the High Priestess. Here's the Five of Pentacles. Here's the Daughter of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles. Here's the Emperor. Here's the Eight of Cups. And here's the Emperor right smack in the middle. So that screams to me like you need to get your priorities straight, because money's not everything. And like, if you're coming from the other reading that I did before, and it's talking about stability and it's talking about money, and like, money is a good bonus, but yeah, you need to get your shit together. What is important to you? What's important to you? That new car? No. What's important to me is that I can walk, and, you know, I have eyes that I can't really see, but I have eyes, you know, and it's not like trying to point out if you do not have sight or you don't have the use of your legs, but it's being thankful and grateful for what you have, and having those priorities. And we just need to move on from that really negative mindset of wanting more and more and more. And it's that consumerism kind of like just monster of just like, you need more, you know, and it feels like anxiety because of it. All right, guys. Well, that was Tarot Tidings. Tarot had something to say. Well, I hope you had a really good read. I hope you resonated with both of those readings. So give this a thumbs up, please. And subscribe. Also, remember, you need to follow me on Instagram and Twitter and YouTube. Twitter is going to have some clues of what time I'm going to do it. Here, I just told you it's going to be on Friday, February the 15th. Watch for my Instagram. Make sure that you're following, because I'm going to be asking. You better be following or you do not qualify. So keep that in mind. And I hope you guys have a great rest of the week. And I hope to see you soon. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for subscribing. You guys are awesome. Bye! If I wave as fast as I can. Sorry. Bye!